Hi there, Sean Polston with Keller Williams Southern Arizona and TucsonShortSaleNegotiator.com. Wanted to talk to you today about a subject that comes up a lot, a question we get a lot, revolving around the question of taxes. Let me give just a quick explanation of the tax ramifications that occur in a short sale, and actually they occur in a foreclosure or a deed in lieu also. When your lender does a short sale, in a lot of cases, there's cancellation of debt, or they send you what's called a 1099-C after the completion of it, which is for cancellation of debt. After a deed in lieu of foreclosure, same thing, and they're going to send you a 1099 for the amount that they're writing off. And in a foreclosure situation as well, they also do the same thing. They're going to send you a 1099 at the end of it, based on what their loss is. And that's really with any cancellation of debt. It wouldn't matter if it was a car loan or a credit card. It's a requirement. Anytime there's more than $600 worth of cancellation of debt, whoever forgave that debt is required by the IRS to inform them, because the IRS unfortunately looks at cancellation of debt as income to you, because the money was loaned to you and they didn't expect you to pay taxes on it because you were going to pay it back. When you don't pay it back, then the IRS looks at that as income to you. The good news, where it involves short sale, in most cases, the vast majority of our clients have some way out of the tax liability associated with that. For owner-occupant buyers with original purchase money mortgages, or they took out a loan and put improvements into the property, the Mortgage Debt Forgiveness Act of 2007 is going to be around, right now it's going to be around until the end of 2014, or excuse me, beginning of 2014, end of 2013. There's also a provision within the IRS tax code related to insolvency, and what the insolvency provision is, at the time of that cancellation of debt, where your debt's greater than your assets. Well, I can tell you that provision right there, which there's no expiration on that currently, that's just in the tax code, applies to upwards of 85%, 90%, somewhere in there of the people we help. In a lot of cases, it's unfortunate, but the house is upside down to the tune of $100,000, and they don't have the $100,000 laying around to pay that, and so that creates a situation of insolvency within the IRS tax code. Then there's also the question of where there's that provision, and then there's also a question of, is it a capital loss? Can you claim it as a capital loss? And I'm licensed to sell real estate, and I do a really good job at selling real estate, really good job at negotiating short sales. The person who you need to speak to about this particular issue is a CPA, someone who's licensed to give tax advice, because all of these things that I'm telling you about, it varies by your individual situation, your individual tax situation, and without somebody taking a good look at your particular tax situation and being licensed to actually give you an answer as to, hey, this is how this would apply to you, this is how this applies to you, don't just I heard this, so this. I mean, have somebody who knows, who can give you this advice and can really understand your entire tax situation, give you advice on which one of these may apply to you. One of the good things is I see in upwards of 95% of our cases that one of these three scenarios apply to the person we're talking to, and they end up leaving the short sale, leaving the situation, in most cases with no tax liability whatsoever. Again, talk to a CPA. If you don't have a CPA, you don't have somebody that can give you tax advice, pick up the phone, give us a call, fill out my short sale request form at the top of the page. We'll be happy to point you towards someone. Also, a lot of this stuff, IRS.gov, is an excellent resource, and a lot of this stuff is extremely well written and easy to understand on their site. Which is nice compared to most things involving taxes that aren't so easy to understand. So we're looking forward to helping you and answering any questions we can. So please feel free to fill out our short sale request form, pick up the phone, give us a call, and we'll be in touch soon.